Scattered across remote forests and isolated islands, some tribes live in ways so extraordinary they challenge our understanding of what it means to be human. Who are communities that offer unique insights into human diversity and ancient practices? In today's video, we'll delve into 17 of Earth's most enigmatic tribes, cultures so unique, they may leave you wondering, could their secrets hold clues to something beyond the human experience? North Sentinel Island, quietly situated in the Bay of Bengal, preserves a unique way of life, largely untouched by the outside world. The Sentinelese people live in complete isolation, preferring privacy and declining any outside interaction. In the year 2018, an incident involving a visitor from the US drew international attention, highlighting the Sentinelese people's dedication to preserving their traditions. The Indian government has established strict regulations to protect the Sentinelese way of life and ensure the safety of outsiders. This has sparked the curiosity of anthropologists, as their language and culture remain a mystery. Unlike other tribes in the Andaman Islands, the Sentinelese do not use metal-tipped tools or woven items, suggesting they may have developed independently for a very long time. Estimates of the tribe's population range from around 15 to 150, though the exact number is unknown. What do you think motivates the Sentinelese people to refuse outside contact? Is it fear, tradition, or something else? Comment and chat with me. But what if isolation isn't the only factor that sets a tribe apart? In the dense jungles of Papua, Indonesia, the Korowai Tribe, known as tree dwellers, lives a secluded, traditional life high above the ground. Until their first contact with the outside world in the year 1978, they remained isolated, carrying on ancient customs. The Korowai build tree houses up to 100 feet high, offering protection from wildlife and insects while providing security from human threats. Made with natural materials like branches, bark, and rattan ropes, these treehouses are built in just 3 days, last 3 to 5 years, and mark the passage of time for the Korowai. Historically, the Korowai had traditional practices for maintaining social order, though these have largely adapted with modern contact. Daily life is guided by tradition, with boys learning to hunt and marriages arranged with dowries and feasts. While justice is strict, Korowai society remains cohesive and bound to its beliefs. Next, we encounter a tribe that pushes spiritual boundaries in a quest for truth. What practices could be so profound they challenge every convention? Before exploring, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel so much. And if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? In Varanasi, India, along the sacred Ganges River, the Aghoris tribe follows a unique lifestyle to seek liberation from the cycle, aiming for ultimate freedom. The Aghoris believe in the unity of all things, viewing each person as a part of Shiva, the Hindu deity associated with transformation and renewal. They work to overcome attachments like fear and pride, transcend the ego, and connect with the divine. Many of their rituals take place at cremation sites, where they meditate on life's impermanence, covering themselves with ash as a reminder of Shiva's role in the cycles of existence. They also challenge conventional ideas of boundaries of cleanliness, viewing everything as a manifestation of Shiva and avoiding distinctions between beauty and filth. The origins of the Aghoris sect are rooted in ancient Hindu traditions, inspired by groups like Kapalika and Chudala, and later developed by Baba Kinaram. While Aghoris practices might provoke curiosity or controversy, the Aghoris consider them profound exercises to release the ego and break all attachments. Their quest challenges our understanding of human boundaries and the mysterious paths people may take to pursue the ultimate truth. Just when you thought you'd seen the limits of human adaptation, here's a group that's mastered life on the water, honing underwater abilities that baffle scientists. How do they thrive in the world below the waves? In the Andaman Sea, the Moken tribe, sometimes called sea nomads, has lived a mobile, ocean-based life for centuries, moving through the Mayak archipelago in small wooden boats called cabanas. They possess remarkable skills adapted to their unique lifestyles, such as extended breath holding and enhanced underwater vision that allows them to focus underwater, a trait that has intrigued scientists interested in human adaptability. Relying almost entirely on the ocean, the Moken dive to gather food like shellfish and sea cucumbers and live in close-knit family groups on their boats, coming ashore briefly during the monsoon season. They maintain a deep connection to the sea, guided by stories, rituals, and the mediation of community leaders. According to their beliefs, their life on water is a gift, offering wisdom and sustenance. Minimal contact with the outside world has preserved their traditions, although modernization and government policies now encourage them to settle on land, which risks the loss of their unique skills and culture. Despite this, the Moken remain committed to their mobile way of life, symbolizing resilience, adaptation, and a profound bond with nature. Some tribes embrace harmony with nature, others wield the power of illusion. Next, witness how a tribe creates a fearsome appearance to ensure peace in their homeland. In the misty jungles of Papua New Guinea, the Asaro Mudman appear, cloaked in white clay and wearing unique, traditional masks. Moving slowly and silently, they rely on an artful, otherworldly appearance to discourage confrontation and ensure peaceful interactions. According to legend, the Asaro tribe began using this appearance after an encounter where they found safety by coating themselves in pale clay. Recognizing the value of this peaceful tactic, the Asaro refined their look with masks and bamboo claws to enhance the tradition's supernatural effect. Over time, this ritual became central to the Asaro's cultural identity. They adopted a strategy of psychological deterrence, believing that if they could create a powerful impression, conflict could be prevented. Anthropologists view this approach as a form of nonviolent resistance, as the Asaro upheld a strong reputation without physical confrontation. Today, the Asaro perform this ritual at ceremonies, preserving their heritage for younger generations. Their story highlights how perception can be an essential part of survival, blurring the line between myth and reality and showing the deep ties between culture, identity, and peace. After the eerie silence of the Asaro, prepare to be struck by a vibrant palette of red ochre. How does this color signify strength and unity in a world marked by desert extremes? In the arid regions of northern Namibia and southern Angola, the Himba people are known for their distinctive red-hued skin, achieved by applying ajais, a mixture of ochre and animal fat. This paste helps protect them from the desert sun and insects, symbolizing life, connection to the earth, and cultural identity for Himba women who apply it daily. The Himba are pastoralists, with cattle central to their economy, social structure, and sense of identity. Cattle are significant in marriage customs, where the groom's family presents cattle to the bride's family as part of the marriage process. Marriages with multiple wives and arranged marriages are common. Himba men undergo a traditional rite of passage to mark adulthood, while women attain full status after their first child. Living in small thatched huts around a sacred fire representing their ancestors, the Himba honor their heritage through rituals that reinforce family bonds and a deep connection to the land. Despite modern influences, they have preserved their way of life, demonstrating resilience and adaptability in a challenging environment. Their commitment to tradition offers insights into human resilience and the wisdom of living harmoniously with nature. While the Himba use color as a mark of identity, others have sacred symbols passed down through rituals. Meet a tribe that holds the secrets of the rainforest, with rituals that may seem otherworldly. Deep in Ecuador's Amazon rainforest, the Shuar people maintain a profound connection to nature and uphold a unique cultural heritage, including a sacred tradition known as sansa, historically meaningful to their beliefs. For the Shuar, this practice was historically seen as sacred, believed to honor and symbolically preserve the spirit of an opponent. The ritual was carried out with reverence and care, intended to bring peace and protection to both the tribe and the departed. Though this practice is no longer performed, sansa remains a cultural emblem of the Shuar's heritage and its deep relationship with the natural world. The Shuar's lives are closely linked to the rainforest, and they hold extensive knowledge of Amazonian plants, including medicinal herbs and plants such as ayahuasca, which are used by shamans in traditional rituals. Shuar shamans are highly respected for their healing abilities and spiritual guidance, serving as intermediaries between two realms. Despite modern pressures, the Shuar continue to preserve their traditions, reflecting a worldview that values harmony between humans and nature. As interest in indigenous medicine grows, the Shuar's rich botanical knowledge offers valuable insights into health and healing, reminding us of humanity's ancient connection to nature and the mysteries of the Amazon. The Maasai tribe of Kenya and Tanzania is known for its resilience, bravery, and deep connection to cattle, which they consider sacred gifts. Cattle are central to Maasai life, serving as wealth, currency, and symbols of social bonds, especially in marriage. Consuming cattle products connects the Maasai spiritually with their ancestors and the divine. Their grazing practices, involving migration across the Rift Valley, sustain a balance with nature. Historically, young Maasai warriors engaged in lion hunting as a rite of passage, symbolizing bravery and their role in maintaining natural balance. Today, out of respect for conservation efforts and wildlife protection, this practice has been largely discontinued, though it remains an acknowledged part of Maasai heritage. The Maasai are also recognized for their distinctive appearance, wearing the iconic red shuka cloth and intricate beaded jewelry that reflect their social status and achievements. Traditional Maasai music and dance, especially the Adamu jumping dance, showcase their agility and strength, appealing to potential wives and attracting tourists. The Maasai's cultural identity, rooted in respect for nature and spiritual heritage, continues to thrive, reminding us of the enduring strength of tradition in an evolving world. As we move from sun-scorched plains to frozen landscapes, discover the unique resilience of people who thrive in the Arctic cold. What cultural practices have allowed them to flourish in one of the world's harshest climates? The Sami people of northern Scandinavia and Russia, Europe's only indigenous Arctic group, have preserved their ancient culture despite modern pressures. With a population of around 80,000 in northern Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia, their way of life revolves around reindeer herding, which has sustained them for centuries and shaped their cultural identity. More than a livelihood, reindeer herding reflects a deep respect for nature, as the Sami follow migratory patterns aligned with the Arctic's seasonal rhythms, supporting ecological balance. Alongside herding, the Sami uphold a rich heritage in music and attire. Their singing style, joik among Europe's oldest, conveys personal and spiritual connections to people, places, or animals. Traditional clothing, the gakti, made from wool or leather, displays bright colors and intricate embroidery, representing regional identity and lineage. Sami crafts, such as tin embroidery, pearl work, wood carving, and knife making, showcase their resourcefulness and connection to the land. Handmade knives serve practical and ceremonial roles, symbolizing resilience in their environment. Despite modernization, many Sami continue traditional practices while engaging in the modern economy, demonstrating a harmonious balance between heritage and progress. The Aghoris Tribe of Brazil lives in close harmony with nature, seeing the forest as a sacred entity that sustains them. As one of the last nomadic hunter-gatherer tribes in the Amazon, they often adopt orphaned animals, treating monkeys, parrots, and wild pigs as family and companions. The Awa communicate with animals by mimicking sounds and movements, maintaining balance with the wildlife around them. However, logging and deforestation are forcing the Awa deeper into the forest, threatening their survival and way of life. Their story reflects resilience and highlights the vulnerability of indigenous cultures amid modern expansion, urging us to reconsider our relationship with nature. Next, we soar into the mountains with a tribe that has forged a rare partnership with golden eagles. What could this ancient connection with majestic birds teach us about trust and tradition? In Mongolia's Altai Mountains, Kazakh hunters practice the ancient art of working with golden eagles, a tradition over 1,000 years old. This bond between hunter and eagle highlights one of humanity's oldest partnerships with animals, based on skill, patience, and respect. Golden eagles, with keen vision and strength, collaborate with handlers after years of training that builds trust. The Kazakhs view these eagles as family and symbols of the Altai Mountains, reflecting cultural beliefs. After about 10 years, each eagle is released back into the wild to breed, honoring its independence. Documentaries have showcased this bond, attracting researchers interested in the unique training techniques passed down through generations. Despite challenges from modernization and environmental changes, international festivals celebrate this tradition, preserving the Kazakhs' values of respect and harmony with nature. From the heights of mountain ridges, we venture into the vast desert, where people hold the secrets of survival that date back to our earliest ancestors. Could they hold the key to understanding human origins? In the arid Kalahari Desert, the Sam Bushmen live as one of the world's oldest cultures. Often called telepathic hunters, they seem to communicate silently, moving in harmony as they track animals across the desert, a skill some believe reflects an ancient form of human connection. The San are among Earth's earliest human descendants. Their unique language, filled with distinctive clicks, is one of the oldest and allows them to convey subtle messages across distances, which is ideal for their open landscape. Their exceptional tracking skills allow them to read faint signs in the desert, from subtle marks to animal scents. Experts suggest this may stem from heightened sensory awareness, offering a depth of environmental knowledge rare today. The San's traditional dances aim to connect with the world around them, viewing themselves as part of a larger web of life. Facing modern pressures, the San strive to preserve their heritage, passing on skills, language, and cultural practices. In the lush Zero Valley of Arunachal Pradesh, India, the Apatani tribe exemplifies cultural resilience, environmental harmony, and tradition. With around 60,000 members, they are known for the facial tattoos and nose plugs of older women, a custom originally adopted, according to oral histories, to discourage attention from neighboring tribes. Though no longer practiced since the year 1970s, this tradition remains a symbol of resilience and identity. The Apatani are celebrated for a unique, sustainable rice fish farming system that enriches soil without chemicals, showing a deep commitment to ecological balance. Skilled in bamboo crafts and colorful festival attire, they rely on the bull and their village council for communal governance. Festivals like Dri, celebrating a good harvest, unite the community through dances, songs, and rituals, strengthening their connection to the land. While modern influences draw younger Apatani to cities, efforts continue to preserve their customs, language, and arts. The Apatani's way of life, blending tradition, environmental stewardship, and community governance, reflects the wisdom of a people thriving in harmony with nature for generations. While the Apatani adapts to agriculture, the Korubo remain fiercely protective of their isolated way of life. What can their strength tell us about survival against all odds? The Korubo are one of Brazil's last uncontacted tribes, living in the Javari River Valley. Known for their defensive use of war clubs, they call themselves the Slala and live a mostly isolated life. Official contact began in 1996, and few have interacted with outsiders, preserving their unique traditions. The Korubo fiercely protect their land and culture, a stance often seen as defensive rather than hostile, rooted in survival due to historical challenges faced by Amazonian tribes. The Korubo stand out from nearby tribes with practices like their distinct haircut and the absence of face tattoos, common in the region. Their customs reflect a survival-focused worldview, including practices related to population health that align with the realities of the Amazon environment. These traditions offer insights into ethical frameworks developed in isolation. Despite FUNAI protections, threats like illegal logging and mining endanger the Korubo's safety and cultural identity. Advocates urge stronger measures to protect uncontacted tribes like the Korubo, who represent a vital connection to humanity's ancient past. The Yali tribe, living in the remote highlands of Papua New Guinea, surrounded by steep mountains and dense forests, has preserved unique traditions largely untouched by modern influence. Their beliefs focus on a close relationship with ancestors and nature, which they believe inhabit the landscape, trees, rivers, and rocks, and influence their daily lives. To honor these, the Yali perform rituals that seek harmony and protection for the community, reflecting humanity's ancient respect for the natural world. Respect for ancestors is central to Yali life, with ceremonies involving symbolic offerings, dance, and song that strengthen their cultural identity and link them to the past. Living on steep slopes, they cultivate taro and sweet potatoes on terraces, showcasing their ingenuity in adapting to a challenging environment. Traditional clothing, body painting, music, and dance play important roles in Yali cultural expression, symbolizing their beliefs and ancestral lineage. Though modernization pressures grow, Yali's story highlights the importance of preserving indigenous cultures and their unique knowledge, a living link to humanity's shared spiritual heritage. And finally, we arrive at the Hadza of Tanzania, a people whose way of life may mirror the earliest days of humanity. Could their story hold clues to how we're meant to live, even in our modern world? The Hadza tribe of Tanzania, one of the last true hunter-gatherer groups, offers a unique view into humanity's past. They resist agriculture, relying on hunting and gathering, with a seasonal diet of wild tubers, fruits, honey, and game that resembles early human diets. Researchers study their diverse gut microbiome, linked to lower rates of modern diseases like obesity and heart disease. The Hadza also display endurance and low chronic illness rates, possibly due to genetic adaptations and exposure to natural microbes that support a strong immune system. Their cooperative, egalitarian society promotes sharing, which was likely essential for early survival. Despite threats from agriculture, climate change, and loss of land, the Hadza worked to preserve their traditions. Studying the Hadza provides insight into how lifestyle and diet shape health, resilience, and community, raising questions about the benefits of a more natural way of life. If you liked today's video, please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel GlobeGo. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen now. I am sure you will like this content. Comment below what the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.